3,
Oh, yeah.
1.
Here we go. What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday in full effect. 6:02 p.m. on Tuesday. Day is done officially for most of you guys out there, unless you're in West Coast time or Pacific time. So I hope you guys are having a great day out there. What's going on? Craig, Mac, Fitness DMK, Big Irishman in the house, Barry Battle, John Jammer, Punishers in the house, Kelly Walsh, Fueled for Gains. What's going on? DVD Just Skin, Ephraim, and all you guys out there, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Thank you guys for joining in. What's going on? I hope you guys are starting your week good. It's Tuesday. We're done with this day pretty much. So Wednesday's hump day. Excited, man. So we're we're almost halfway through the week, or we're past halfway through the week at that point. So hope you guys are doing good. Dwayne Day, what's going on? Hollywood, what's going on out there? You guys got any questions for us about anything we do here at Titan Medical Center? Please just shout it out. Or if you're on a therapy and you got some questions or how to use it, whatever it may be, please shout it out. I'd be happy to go over those questions with you. Dude, be down this weekend, bro. So listen, get a hold of me. We'll get together. Next weekend is Olympia. So next weekend, I will not be in the Tampa Bay area. Fitness DMK, thank you. I appreciate it. Bought the first batch tonight. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So with this, guys, Olympia's next weekend. I usually say it at the events at the end, but it's going to be a really big event. So if you guys are going to be in the Orlando, Tampa area, come on by the Titan Medical Center booth in the expo. You don't have to buy tickets for the night show or day show or anything like that. But the expo, I think it's $25, whatever it is. Yep. Big Irishman, thank you, brother. I appreciate all your support, guys. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. It really does. So Olympia is going to be huge. If you guys are in the area, please come out. Check us out at the booth. I'm going to have all kinds of cool stuff. So at that point, giveaways, come see some of the different athletes. I got people coming in from California. One of the athletes, Jason Salinas, IFBB Pro. I got IFBB Pro Andre Adams, who is an Olympian too in the past as well. So these guys are all going to be out there. Plus me, Big Drew, Rodney. I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch of us out there. So it's going to be awesome, right? All right, so Dwayne said, have you heard of Safe Moon, John, or Shiba Inu? Also, can you tell me a little about Superman I ordered? All right, so I don't know about Safe Moon or Shiba Inu, or is that new crypto? It sounds like crypto, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh, my man, Pat, I appreciate the badge, dude. Thank you, guys. So crypto, like, I've already dibbled and dabbled in crypto through the years. Got Bitcoin, I got Ethereum, I got some Bitcoin Cash and stuff like that. I don't go crazy on that stuff. I don't want to lose them a whole bunch of money either. But I had money in there from before. So after it crashed before, I bought a little bit, and then when it skyrocketed up, I made some money on it. But other than that, I really don't go crazy on the crypto. So that's just, I really don't know about those new ones. I don't really keep up with it like I should. But, I don't know. Listen, you guys, there's tons of people that have made tons of cash on it. So I know some guy who made $1 million. This kid, I can't believe it. Him and his dad. His dad gave him a little bit of money, put it right into Dogecoin, I guess when it was like at 2 cents or something like that. And then it shot up. And they made a whole bunch of cash from it. So there are stories out there like that, but I have known some people that have lost a ton of cash on it too. So just be safe. If you're going to gamble with it, and that's why I call it gambling, just be prepared to lose it all, right? All right, so John, did you see the video I sent you where the doctor was talking about these vax are destroying the killer T cells? So I didn't get to watch the video. I did hear something about it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not going to sit here and be a conspiracy theorist about, oh, these guys are doing it. So I don't really know. So at that point, I know that they're trying to get rid of thymosin alpha-1. I know that, that the board of pharmacies and everything are coming down on pharmacy are developing thymosin alpha-1. I don't know why, right? It's still used, right? It's used as a manufactured product, but they don't want to let us compound it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there. But that is a secret to immunity, right, is T cells. T cells are a big part of your immune system and how it functions and how it eradicates and develops good cells and eradicates bad cells. And I'm not talking about COVID. All kinds of different cells, from cancer cells to bacterial infections that you're helping out with, to viral cells, all these different things that are in there, right? So that's what it is. Anyway, I hope it doesn't. I know a lot of people out there have to be vaccinated. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and he was talking about how he was a trainer, and basically at that point, the guy he was training is a pretty influential guy, right? And he asked him, basically the guy asked the trainer, who was my friend, he said, hey, are you vaccinated? And he said, no, I'm not vaccinated. He's like, I already had COVID. And the guy's like, well, I made all my employees get vaccinated. So he's like, it might be a good idea for you to get vaccinated. So at that point, I don't know if he was like trying to push the vaccination on him or what, but it's kind of crazy the way it is. All right. So what up, Brian? How you doing, man? All right. So let's get into the therapy of the week. All right. Let's get started here. So the therapy of the week is hair, skin, and nail health, right? And it's two different therapies that we really, really focus on with these goals in mind. So if you're looking for better skin, better hair, nails, then this is probably going to be the different therapies that you want to choose. Let's talk about these two. The first one, injectable biotin. So injectable biotin, obviously, I know a lot of people know what biotin is. They're like, oh man, that's good for hair. But what is biotin? So biotin is a B vitamin, right? It's B7. It's part of the B complex if you have an extended B complex. Like in Titan Complete, we have 1 through 6. But B7 could be added in there too, I guess, down the line maybe. Or maybe we can create something new in a formula that has B7 in it. So biotin. That's injectable. It's not just regular biotin. So we have injectable biotin, and it's great. Now, it does a lot of different things, not just help with hair, skin, and nails. But biotin is something that you have to get from an outside source. And we don't usually get enough of biotin in our food sources right now. And hair health is on a decline, I guess. There's a lot of people that have dealt with post-COVID symptoms that had bad hair, environmental, chemical, and it just is what it is. So with biotin, this is going to definitely help get better quality hair growth, skin, make it glow a little bit better, make it better as far as all around, and then you're talking about your nails. So girls especially, they want their nails to grow, and this is a good one. A lot of girls ask, like, what is a good therapy for my hair, right? I want better hair. I want my hair to grow longer. I want it to be thicker. I want it to shine like it used to. So this is a good one, right? Now, the other one, and that's injectable. So you have injectable biotin, that's great for that. The other one is our hair, skin, and nails hair health capsules is what we call them. And in that's a capsule that you take daily, right? And that has saw palmetto, it has neti, it has biotin in it, it has grapeseed oil. This is going to be really, really good as far as for your hair. I take the the hair health capsules daily. I think they're really, really good. Every girl that usually takes them, or guy, because guys want good hair too, I mean, some guys, and don't get me wrong. Listen, us guys, we could shave our head and not have to worry about it. Girls, they're more like, oh, I need to get a wig, or I don't know what's wrong with my hair. So us guys are a little bit more standoffish. But there are guys out there that really do care about their hair. And, when you go to the doctor, and let's say you have, you have hair, you have baldness in the family, right? Genetic disposal to baldness, and you want to do something about it. So you would try to be proactive. So when you do this and you go to like a general practitioner or doctor, say, listen, I don't want to lose my hair. What can I take to not lose my hair? And the response is going to be finasteride, right? Propecia is the commercial name of the product, but finasteride is the main chemical. Okay, it's the active chemical in it. And with finasteride will help hair growth and hair loss, for sure, 100%. But what it does, this is the downside to finasteride. If it was just gonna help you not lose hair and grow hair and not have negative side effects, this would be the drug for you, or medication or therapy. But there are a downside to this drug. The downside to this drug is like a male castration drug. And why do I say that? It doesn't castrate you, obviously. But what does it do? So what it does is it's a DHT blocker. And what does that do is dihydrotestosterone. Now, dihydrotestosterone is essential to have a good level. You don't want to have this too low. And with free testosterone, kind of rides along with DHT, dihydrotestosterone. So if your free is usually pretty high, your DHT might be pretty high. And at that point, with that, you want to have a good DHT level and a good free testosterone level. So, upper to optimal levels on the reference range. With DHT, you want to be in the middle there. You don't want that to be crazy over. Now, if you're predisposed to male pattern baldness, right? Or females, if you've had, your father, your grandfather, or somebody, and they've had hair loss like that, then you're predisposed to this possibly. And with guys, it doesn't matter if you've taken anabolic steroids or have not taken anabolic steroids, you're going to lose hair, right? Because this is genetically predisposed in your genes. And, with some anabolic steroids and androgens, you're going to lose hair faster. It's going to speed up the process. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing out there, you want to monitor things and make sure everything is balanced out. Blood testing is key. Having somebody monitor you, being under a prescribed physician, right, or medical provider. This is definitely where it's at, right? And I'll go into that too a little bit more. Do you guys take medical insurance, testosterone level testing, etc.? So, Barber downtown, Tampa, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate that. So we don't take any medical insurance for anything that we do here. Most insurance companies don't cover most of the therapies and treatments that we do here. Now, you're going to say, well, testosterone should be covered or even blood testing. So let me explain that because I'm very transparent in why we don't do it. The reason why is because insurance companies restrict providers and kind of what they do, right? They kind of handcuff them because with this, the provider needs a diagnosis code for whatever test he's going to run on you. And the way that we do it, right, without insurance, we can run any blood test on you we want and just see what's going on for preventative issues. For medical insurance, they're going to need a diagnosis code. And we're not going to produce a diagnosis code, and you don't want us to do that. Because the reason is if you say you have all these problems, that's going to go on your permanent file through the insurance company, and those diagnosis codes are going to be attached to the blood testing. And if something does come back wrong on it, let's say you are deficient, that's on your permanent file. So that's one reason why. Second reason is this. Most of the time, it's more inexpensive to go through us and pay out of pocket for the blood testing for sure because of the deductible. And even the convenience of having to go set the appointment, talk to the provider, then get the blood test prescription, go to the lab, get the blood test done, then make another appointment, go back in, and then get the results, and then you can take those results and go do what you need with them. Or you can try to ask them if they'll help you out. But most of the time, they're not going to open Pandora's box. Kim Fit-Ass Haynes, what's going on? Thank you. I really appreciate you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all tuning in. 1, 2, supporting with the badges. I really appreciate it. Let's Instagram know that we're going to be good. And we have some people that are engaged here, so I love it. Chris Wilson. So I hope that answered your question, Tampa Barber. If you have any other questions, please shoot them out to me. I'll be happy to answer for you. Chris Wilson said, happy customer here. Love you guys. I don't even care about them not taking insurance. I happily pay the premium to have everything delivered to my doorstep and have access to communication with the doctor. Thank you so much. And this is a great point. With a really regular general practitioner or a medical practice, when you're a patient there, and let's say you call up, there's a problem, issue, whatever it is, the receptionist is going to say, okay, well, what's your name? What's the problem? And then, okay, well, I'll transfer you back to a nurse. And then you get transferred back to a nurse. You might leave a message and not get a call back. You might talk to a nurse and might not get a call back or might not get an answer. Maybe till the next day or whatever it is, unless it's a serious emergency. And if it is a serious emergency, they're going to tell you to hang up and call 911 because they don't want the liability of it. So this is behind the scenes stuff of like really what's going on. So I want you all to know. But Chris, thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. Patients chiming in and coming on here and talking about their experiences like that. It means a lot to me too. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that our staff is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And trust me, we're highly involved in Tsikouris and day-to-day operations and what's going on and patient satisfaction and making sure every day we're trying to get better here. We're not complicit. We're not going to sit here and just be like, oh, you know what? Everything's going okay. I think so. No. We're going to make things better for sure. Oh, wow. And there's a lot more to go for sure. So hi from Sydney. What's going on? I love it. Here to learn stuff. If you have any questions, Liz, please shout them out. And thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Strength Addicts in the house. What's going on? Get my family in here. I appreciate everybody on here. Thank you. Strength Addicts said, Titans puts customer service at the top of the list. It really does. And patient's health. That's really the first priority too, Without your health, you're nothing. I say it over and over and over because I've seen so many people ruin their health. And at that point, not be able to do things or, have really, really bad things happen. And I don't want to see that for anybody, not even my worst enemy out there. I don't want you to even have to go through it. But there's a lot of people that have dealt with some serious things. All right, so Fitness DMK said, I'm getting follow-up bloods Friday. Are CB4, CB8 counts included in the panel? I'd like to establish a baseline on these numbers. CB4 and CB8. Please let me know what that is, because I'll be honest with you. I don't know what CB4 and CB8 is. But I'd be happy to know, or I'll look it up after this if I don't know. But I don't. We don't have those tests on there unless you're referring to something else. Usually on the male panel, you're going to look at a CMP, a comprehensive metabolic panel. Female too as well is going to have the exact same thing. That's going to have 14 individual tests just in the comprehensive metabolic panel. It's going to go over like basically your liver, your kidneys, electrolytes, and such and so on. Those are the big ones, or the highlights of that, right? And then you're going to look at a complete blood cell count. That's a CBC, if you guys don't know. A complete blood cell count is what they're going to run on you if, like, maybe you're sick or, they want to see what's going on with your blood. Now, with this, it's going to look at white blood cell count. And usually you look at white blood cell count, and, it's usually, if it's real high, you might have infections. If you have a low white blood cell count, that could be negative things, too, for your health, too, as well. So you want to look at that, too. Red blood cell count, obviously, you want to look at red blood cell with hemoglobin hematocrit, that's in there too as well, especially if you're on testosterone replacement therapy or any androgens. You want to look at your CBC, hemoglobin, hematocrit, red blood cell count in particular. The reason is these three things are going to tell you if your blood is too thick, and if it gets too thick, it becomes like sludge-like. It's hard to move through the body. Okay, think about it. Think about something real thick trying to go through your veins and stuff like that. It's going to be tough. And at that point, this is where some of the negative things could happen. We're talking about DVT, blood clots, and strokes. These things could permanently affect your health going forward. So we always want to make sure that we're aware of this, we're monitoring this, and everything's okay. Some different things to look for if your blood, your red blood cell count, hemoglobin, hematocrit are high. So you might feel very lethargic. Okay, you might get woozy. Right? There's some different things that go along with this, but those are the main things to really, really look for. And if you're having these things like headaches and stuff like that, and you usually don't, please get your blood checked. It's real simple and easy to do, and you don't have to order any other therapies or anything like that. I purposely did that for patients out there or people that wanted to make sure they could check up on their health and not be committed to anything else. They will just get the blood test, see what's going on. Then if they want our help, we're there for them. If they didn't want our help, listen, they can go down the street to another doctor. They can try to do it themselves if they think they can accomplish that. It's their body, so I want to make sure they get the choice. But that's kind of what it is. After that, for guys, you're talking about a PSA, so prostate. We're looking at a full cholesterol panel. So it's a lipid panel with diff. And at that point, you're looking at LDL, which is good, HDL, which is good cholesterol. LDL, which is bad cholesterol. We're looking at total cholesterol, triglycerides. We're looking at the ratio between LDL and HDL. So that's a really good test to know too. Where's your cholesterol at? Because this could be a big thing. How's your good cholesterol? How's your bad cholesterol? This could be a diet change that could help you out with this if your good cholesterol is down and your bad cholesterol is up. After that, we want to look at a couple other things. Your thyroid, a full thyroid, not just a TSH, which is a thyroid stimulating hormone. We want to look at T3, T4, and such. Because if there's a thyroid issue, and let's say we just test TSH and that comes back something off, you got to send somebody back in for the rest of these tests. So you might as well get it done right away and know what's going on, right? The next thing after that, free and total testosterone ranges. Want to look at free and total, because think of it like this. You have a reservoir and what's taken from that reservoir and getting utilized. There's some general practitioners out there that just look at total testosterone. That doesn't tell the tale. I've seen a lot of patients come through here that have a great total testosterone, and then they have a low free testosterone. And that means they're symptomatic, right? Because their body's not utilizing the testosterone they have. So they have like low T, and that's when they have low T symptoms. So you can correct that as well. I've seen guys with low total testosterones and pretty good free testosterones too. So it can happen both ways, right? And you want to make sure. This is why everybody's not the same. It's not a cookie cutter type deal. You want to make sure you treat everything and look at everything properly. After that, you're going to look at estradiol for a male. This is E2, right? You want to make sure those levels are not high. And with this, when you're in testosterone, it's going to aromatize into estrogen, and estradiol is going to go up. So we want to make sure this is combated too as well on treatment. After that, progesterone, that's going to be for sleeping, for anxiety, for hair. There's a lot of different things for progesterone. IGF-1, after that, and that's like growth hormone levels. That gives you all the benefits of anti-aging. Think about skin elasticity, hair, skin, nails, like we talked about earlier, libido effect, well-being, right? A lot of different things. Lean muscle tissue. This is great with IGF-1. B12. So we're going to look at this vitamin too, because if B12 levels are low, there could be a number of different problems that are happening. And we can look at a whole bunch of other different tests after that. That's just the full panel. But you can always add on different things like hemoglobin A1C, looking at an average 3 month of your sugar levels. Very important, especially if you're borderline pre-diabetic or diabetic. At that point, you can look at this, right? Tony, I'll answer your question 1 second. Let me go to Fitness DMK. IFBB Pro Neil, Nat P. What's up, DC Baker? How you doing out there? For all you ladies out there, I got all the new leggings in. I got new shorts coming in, all kinds of great stuff. So if you guys are wanting that, let me know. Fitness DMK, I'm very happy and satisfied with Titan as a client. I sing their praises and wear their swag everywhere. I really appreciate that, Fitness DMK. Thank you so much, man. I really do. Helper T cells and killer T cells. Yes, you definitely want to know about that for sure. All right, so Tony Vivona asked, how did you get started up in the TRT clinic game? Want to start a clinic one day? It's not easy. I did this, like I said, 10 years in. A lot of these people think that, you can just start a clinic. Like, I'll just go start a clinic. I know there's one place out there that's trying to sell, like, sister clinics, and they're trying to do it. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of bad things are going on. And I don't like it because it gives us a black eye in this industry. And one of the things I want to do, and we want to do when we started this clinic, was take it out of the back alley type scenario where people didn't think of it like that. This should be treated properly and in a medical light. And like I said, owning a TRT clinic is not easy. We're anti-aging preventative because we're not just that. So yes, John Keane, you would get a copy of your blood test too as well. Like I said, we get the results expedited too. So once you go in for your blood test, 3 to 4 business days, we'll have the results. You want them, you got it for your personal file. Everybody should get a copy and hold for their personal file. At that point, we'll have the copy too. So if you want to get treated, we can help you out. If not, you got the results and you just blood test. So at that point, listen, man, for us, my wife was in the medical game for about 12 years beforehand at that point. So she knew it back and forward. I was working with doctors and athletes at that time with, doing blood testing, other different testing. So that's where we've seen the light of hormone replacement therapy for males and females. But it's not easy. You're going to have to do all types of different things to get into it. So that's what it is. Trust me, I don't have enough time to tell you exactly how to get into it. And that's what I'll be being a consultant for later. Oh, CB4 and CB8, that's what it is? I'm going to look into that. So I don't have that testing yet, Fitness DMK, but I am definitely going to look at this right now. I'll email the rep for LabCorp, and I will jump on this. Hold on, let me see this real quick. I'm going to take a picture of this so I don't forget. All right, sorry, guys. I'm live with you guys doing this. I love it. All right, so let's talk about some of these different things out there because I definitely got some good topics for you guys. If you guys have any questions about any of the therapies we do, remember, guys, nationwide service. All you guys got to do is call or text 727-389-3220. We do everything from hormone replacement therapy for males and females, medical weight loss therapies, injectable vitamin and amino acid therapies that are signature custom therapies just for our Titan patients out there, like Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, Titan Serenity, and more. All right, we have peptides for healing, immune system boosting, for weight loss. We also have libido enhancers for males and females. So at that point, you guys can be superheroes to your significant other and give them the best pleasure they could possibly have, right? And you too. After that, we've got IVs in-house. If you guys are, in the Tampa area, come on by. We can create custom IVs just for you guys. Or we have some ones that we've made up ourselves as far as combinations. I think you guys are going to love those too, especially you girls out there with the Aphrodite's mix. That's a big one. So blood testing nationwide. You're talking about regular blood testing, so vital organs, hormones. We can do food allergy sensitivity testing through blood. We can test for vitamin amino acids through blood. I'm going to look into this CB4 and CB8 that Fitness DMK said. We can do all types of STD testing through blood work and a lot more. So there's so much blood testing we can do. It's ridiculous. Big shout out to Caribbean Vibes Charmaine. We love you. Much love. She's on here representing. I know she's got a contest coming up very soon, so big shout out to her. I got the pleasure of meeting her in the lobby one day when she was just out there looking at IVs. I was like, hey, is there anything in particular? Tell me about the Aphrodite's mix for women. So the Aphrodite's mix for women is a number of different things, Fitness DMK, and this is an IV. So it has our essential minerals mixed in there. So all the essential minerals. It has biotin in there, so that's a good one for them. We can add in some other things as far as it just depends. So Aphrodite's mix can work in two different ways. If a girl is not on her period and if a girl is on her period. So if she's having bloating, if she's having like stomach cramps and stuff like that, we add another medication in there for her. But after that, we add a B complex in there too as well. So vitamin B1 through B6. It also has glutathione in there too as well, because that's good for hair, skin, and nails too, and immune system boosting. We always talk about the immune system boosting, but we don't talk about the good things for the skin and hair. Even for guys, for glutathione, it's good for sperm counts. There's actually clinical data on this. So you guys look that up if you don't believe me. It's really, really cool. Aaron, what's going on? I can't wait to see you. You and Jerry. So Aaron is going to come out. It's Jerry Ward's wife. And I can't wait. I haven't got to hang out with her, like that. So they're both going to come out. This is Aaron's first time, I think, to Olympia. It's going to be awesome. Jerry's came out and been with us at awesome events. Love him. Love her. So I'm really excited to see them. I didn't get to see them last year because of COVID and stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about it. So can't wait to see you, and I hope all is well. So she works in the cardiology surgical unit. I'm not sure exactly which one. She'll tell you on here. So she's really, really into it, right? And she's been into it for a long time. So God bless her heart, helping a lot of people out there too in the medical field. That's a big thing, right? We don't give enough shout outs to our medical community out there. All right, Nick Walker is coming. Yes. So Nick Walker's been the talk. If you guys aren't into bodybuilding, this guy's been like a phenom, right? Especially this year. He's won a lot of big contests. And for the Arnold, which he just won, Arnold is a big show. And for Arnold, he guaranteed to win, right? He said he was going to win, and he did. So he came out there and won. So Olympia's next, and we'll see, because Big Ramy's out there. You got Hodden Shupin, or whatever his name is, and then you got Nick Walker. So we're going to see what's going on out there and who wins this bad boy. So I'm really excited about it. Really, really excited. All right, so the second thing we're going to talk about today is about COVID-19. So there's a couple pills that have been developed, and these pills are antivirals. They're oral medications, and there's 3 of them right now. The front runner right now is made by Merck. It's molnupiravir or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I just read it for a second, so and it's not the easiest thing to say. So at that point, this medication, right, has been in play. They've already ran the clinical trials. I think it's on stage 3 right now. And at that point, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to take this medication, right, a diagnosis, and it's going to curtail the symptoms. So you're not going to get really, really sick if you take this, supposedly. And the way that it works in the mechanism, this one and Pfizer's got 2 they're working on it as well. But kind of what it does is it gets in the system, and then it shuts down the cell from letting the virus replicate in it. So it just shuts it down. So it has nowhere to grow, has nowhere to go. At that point, it just gets shut down. So you might, get the symptoms right away or become sick like in the first couple of days. And then at that point, boom, you take this and boom, there's no more viral load. Plus, it also helps from you transmitting it, supposedly, as well. So this is really, really cool. I mean, we're starting to get somewhere with this. My big thing is we got really far with COVID pretty quick as far as vaccines and these antivirals and stuff like that. We've had, I don't know how many years of AIDS or HIV. and billions on billions of dollars, and we still haven't came up with something for this. It's really, really crazy. Another big one that they use antivirals for HIV. They use antivirals for hepatitis C too as well. And with hepatitis C, obviously, that's going to destroy your liver and stuff like that. There are some good treatments for this now. So hopefully they'll find a vaccine or something that will stop HIV or eradicate it all completely. I know there's some other good cocktails out there that pretty much eradicate it, I think, or make it disappear to a certain extent. But it's really cool. So we're getting somewhere with the oral antivirals. The only other thing that's being used is remdesivir. And remdesivir is an antiviral, but it is an intravenous antiviral, so that means you have to get it through an IV. The other one after that is the monoclonal cocktails. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. And the federal government is paying for those, and every time, and this is made in the lab, it's $2,000 a dose. That's what the cost is for that. So think of how many people they've spent money on for this. Just here in Florida, it's been a lot, guaranteed for sure. But it works great. That's what I'm saying. If we can come up with something like this, you really don't need a vaccine, I would think, at that point. But there's smarter people out there than me. So let's get into the next one. Did you know the DEA still insists that marijuana has no accepted medical use? This one kind of hits home on me because I know a lot of people that have suffered a lot of different medical conditions and used medical marijuana, and it's helped them tremendously. And we're talking about anything from pain to seizures, right? We're talking about kids and adults. And I know a lot of people, they get their medical marijuana card and they might not have like anything wrong with them, right? They might just want to smoke some marijuana. Okay, cool. But majority of people out there do benefit from medical marijuana. And it's legitimate as far as medical use, right? I mean, people are suffering from these different things, chronic pain and such, or seizures, debilitating seizures, and they use this, then that should be proof enough. Well, the DEA says no, that's not. If you guys don't know, medical marijuana is scheduled as a Class 1 narcotic. Class 1 means there is no medical use whatsoever. There's no medical benefit whatsoever. And I think, at that point, we have to look at 2/3 of the United States has medical marijuana in place. So there obviously must be some benefit. And now we're starting to see a lot of doctors saying, yes, there is benefit for this. So if we can treat patients with this instead of opiates per se, right? We all know how opiates went for us. And we're still dealing with the opiate fallout. Then at that point, we should be able to utilize this. So the DEA has it within their rights to reclassify medical marijuana, but they say it can't be. The reason is it doesn't pass their 5-test rule. And this is kind of crazy that it would have to pass their 5-test rule to be considered to be reclassified. Now, obviously, there's some people out there that are fighting this in big, big numbers. So with this, I know Arizona, because, some people in the last 5 years ago, they basically started granting people exceptions to start doing medical research with medical marijuana. Before that, they would not grant anybody any type of thing to let them grow medical marijuana or even do testing on marijuana to see if there was medical purpose. So it's really crazy how this is all going to fall out. This has got to change. This has to change somehow, some way. And I think it will. I think the people will speak. I think the lawmakers are going to have to listen. And I think eventually it's going to get changed. And listen to me, I'm more of a conservative type, so I don't like drugs or anything like that. But this, medical marijuana has definitely helped people. I don't think it's not a hardcore drug. It can affect people in different ways and impair, I guess. But for most people, they're not going to go out. They're not going to really harm people in this. I think alcohol is the same, if not worse. Especially if you're done, people hurt people with alcohol. People get aggressive with alcohol. With this, I think there could be a lot of problems. So with medical marijuana, I think it's a home run. So hopefully they get this overturned. All right. So marijuana, say what? Yeah, lies. Cannabis does cure. It does. It helps. It helps a lot of people. Are they saying you have to stay on the antiviral forever? No, fitness DMK. So So for the antivirals, you would take it right after you've been, first site of positivity. So let's say you were going and you tested positive, and you're like, uh-oh. So then they would prescribe this, and you would take the antivirals. So it's kind of like in these other countries where they have malaria. So with malaria, these different drugs, that's where hydroxychloroquine came into play. With hydroxychloroquine, it's an antiviral, and it's used for malaria. And this has been used for, 60 plus years, if not more. And then all of a sudden it got political, and then hydroxychloroquine can't be prescribed by people. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So it's the same way. So when you catch it, you take the antiviral. It gets rid of it. That's what it is. Now, I don't know if your immune system would build up to that because you're taking an antiviral, but I'm pretty sure it does. It would increase your immune system capability and function. So at that point, it'll fortify it. So I think you'll be good after that too. And I don't think you'll have to take it over and over and over. But I know that you might, and let's say, who cares? It's just like you getting sick or getting a bacterial infection. You got to take an antibiotic, right? Same thing. If it's going to be around forever and ever, you might have to take it when you catch it. And that's just the way it's going to be. States are willing to look the other way for the tax dollars. It's not about whether or not it helps. It's about generating tax revenue. I agree. A lot of states, when I look at Colorado, they are the poster child for this. They really showed the model for medical marijuana and recreational marijuana, and kind of what the tax dollars will do for the city. And people really got to take a look at this, and should we penalize or jail people for marijuana? I don't think so. I don't think for marijuana we should be we're spending the billions of dollars on the drug war, and most of the drug war is for medical marijuana. That's what it was. Now it's cocaine, fentanyl, heroin, ecstasy, all these different drugs. I got my poker face, have to call on this. I've been smoking since I was a young wee lad. I know a lot of people out there, so listen, it is what it is. Like I said, medical marijuana has helped a lot of people. Titan Olympia takeover, booth 404, epic, Big Drew in the house, my man. So yes, booth 404, we'll see you at Olympia. All you guys next weekend. It's definitely better than the vaccine for sure, 100%. I agree 100%. So hopefully, this will come out soon. They're saying in a couple weeks they'll have all the data, and then after that they're going to go for emergency use. So if they go for emergency use, I know Merck and them said like they've got plenty of stock ready to go. And also, the government already committed to spending $1.2 billion on this oral antiviral if it gets emergency use declaration or it gets approval by the FDA. So we'll see. It's going to come soon, guys. I cannot wait. Well, I can't wait. I'm ready to be done with the COVID stuff, guys. This is nuts. Whoever thought it was going to be this long, right? We thought it was going to be a year. First, we thought it was going to be 3 months. It was like 10 days, 13 days, 1 month, 2 months, then years. So hopefully we're done with this. I don't think we're ever going to go back to a normal, but hopefully we can get out of this garbage. Freedom is what it's about, Big Irishman. Everybody out there, it's about freedom and it's about our rights. All right, so Titan Weekly News Poll. Do you have trouble keeping your hair, skin, or nails healthy and shiny? That's a good question. And a lot of people out there, they don't. Some people use really, really garbage products, or they use too much product in their hair, or they think the product's good and it has something that's really hurting their hair. So at that point, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for good, shiny, thick hair, right? And they want their nails to be good too as well. And their skin. I mean, who doesn't want good skin? You want glowing, very nice skin, especially girls out there. So 57% said yes, right? So that's a lot of people. That's the majority of the poll. 42% said no. It's a great poll. So if you are having trouble with this, you obviously have seen the newsletter. If you're on here, call or text about Biotin or our hair health capsules. I guarantee you guys are going to love them. And at that point, you're going to be like, man, I'm getting some good results. And usually you'll see these results within 30 days. Somebody asked me about that too. Like, what can I expect? I'm like, well, I would expect in 30 days that you're going to see a noticeable difference in probably your hair and shining. It's probably going to feel a little bit thicker, a little bit better to you. I'm not going to say it's going to grow 10 inches, but, it'll probably grow a little bit faster than it usually does. Your nails for sure, 100%. And the skin should be good too as well. So it's what it is. So if you guys have any questions about the Biotin or hair health capsules, call or text 727-389-3220. All right, so upcoming events. October 7th through the 10th. I'll see you guys in Olympia in Orlando, booth 404. Just look for us Titans right when you walk in the door. We will be there waiting for you guys. Next thing, October 13th, Tampa International Airport, annual employee health and wellness event. And guess what, guys? They want everybody that's going to this thing to be vaccinated. But we had a question here. We're like, you know what? DeSantis said that anybody that requires vaccination mandates or is requiring you to show proof is going to get fined $5,000. So I was thinking about talking about, or maybe tagging DeSantis somewhere. Maybe he'll take a look at this. Who knows? I don't know. You never know. October 23rd, Tim Gardner's NPC Hurricane Bay. That'll be in Pinellas. We will see you guys there. Tim Gardner and Tim Gardner Productions always puts on a great show. We'll be there rocking it, doing a lot of giveaways, doing another Titan takeover of the Hurricane Bay. November 13th, Cars and Couture, 11th Annual Gala, 007 edition. I can't wait for this. This is going to be awesome. And it's going to be for Autism Speaks, so it's a charity event for a great cause, put on by Donna Crowley, presented by Titan Medical Center, and Donna always does a great job. We've been with her for years, so I'm really excited about this one. Cars and Couture is one of my favorites. It is. I've got a couple of favorites. I think that's one of them. But I love all the events, especially with Donna's. I love all her events, so it's just going to be a good one. It's always for a good cause. I love being for a charitable event. I know where the money's going. That's a beautiful thing. So it's going to be awesome. So fashion show, right? Exotic car show. This is the best of both worlds. It's a very upscale event. Like I said, it's always a great event, and we will see you there. Attire is going to be a black tie. Ooh, I'm going to bust it out.
No jeans.
Oh, man, no jeans. No jeans. Just to impress. I'm trying to make it over to the convention if I can break away from my Disney trip. Dude, if you can, finish DMK, listen, let us know. If not, enjoy with your family. That's why you're down here. Family first, guys. I'm always about that. All right, and November 20th, Tim Gardner's NBC Atlantic Coast. We will see him there. I can't wait for that one. That one should be another good one. We will see. So, that's one we haven't done before, so I'm excited to see what goes on. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it. It's been a great Titan Talk Tuesday with you guys. If you guys have any questions, concerns, anything about the therapies, let me know. Come ride the teacups. I can't ride the teacups no more. I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to ride all those rides. Dude, I would get sick. I would get nauseated. I mean, I could ride roller coasters still. I still do it, Peter. But the spinning things and going round and round anymore, I don't know, man. Something has changed in my body. My equilibrium in my ears or something, because I'm telling you, we used to go on those things, and we used to spin those things as fast as possible, just keep spinning, man, and go and get off and just be laughing and rolling, kind of walking and going back and forth. So, enjoy that, especially there. I think Disney's got a new system for their lines, too. I think the Lightning system's in play. It's coming soon, so take advantage of it. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for another Titan Talk Tuesday. I really, really do. Getting the badges. Thank you, guys. I'll be doing some giveaways next Tuesday for you guys. So you guys are buying badges and stuff like that, I got you. I promise. I'm going to have some cool things, especially for Olympia. I want to do some real cool things for you guys. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Big Irishman, Fitness DMK, Kim, Brian, all you guys are on here every week, week in and week out. All you new people that have joined me, thank you guys. Keep tuning in. Aaron, I'll see you, and I'll see Jerry out there next weekend. I can't wait. Straight Addicts in the house. Everybody has joined in. I mean, so many of you guys. Brian, Omelet, Alyssa, Coach, Savarelli, Tic Tac, 3LSK, all you guys out there. Thank you guys so much. Liz, big shout out to you from Sydney. I hope that everything is going good out there. Watching the news, man, they say Australia is pretty crazy, man. I mean, the way that they're doing this lockdown thing. So maybe next week you can get on there and kind of tell us what's going on out there and how everything is. So I love you guys. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week, 6 p.m. for another Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO, owner of Titan Medical Center.